Hi, hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Atifin Amri. So today I'm going to interview one of my friends, where we will talk about uh, what the effects of procrastination towards academic performance. So let me invite my friend first, which is Wise.
Hello,
Hi, hello.
hello.
So Wise, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine too, Alhamdulillah. All right. First, please introduce yourself and can you tell us what are the course that you're studying right now in KPMSI?
Okay, okay. My name is Uwais Zulkarnain Berazali. So, I'm studying diploma in English Communications, and I'm in semester 6.
All right. So for
Do
today,
do do you hear me?
yes, I hear you. All right.
That is for
So
introduction.
okay. So for today, I want to interview about what are the effects of procrastinations towards academic performance. But first, I
Oh,
want to ask you, um, have you ever been procrastinate before?
uh, I have been procrastinate before, but not so much. I only do procrastination about 1 or 2 times only.
Oh, right. So for the first questions of today, what are the causes that influence you to procrastinate?
So I think the causes that influence me to procrastinate is so maybe the first one is maybe I'm lazy to do the works, and second I think that it is the most usual reason, which is I am likes to play phones rather than doing assignments. So that's why I think I procrastinate.
Oh, okay. So you're saying that you like to playing phone, right, when you procrastinate. So for the next
Yes.
question, what did you usually do when you procrastinate? It means that what are you doing with your phone? Are you surfing the internet or playing games?
Oh, uh, when I'm playing the phones, I usually surf for the Twitter, playing Instagram, watching YouTube's. So it means that I spend a lot of my time in the phone, not for doing assignments.
Ah, I see. So that will lead to our next question. So if you're
Uh,
saying that you spend more times on playing phone, so how long do you spend time in doing your assignment in one day?
so usually if I'm doing an assignment, if I'm doing it, if the due date is near, so I will do the assignment mostly in 1 day, like 10 or 15 hours. But
Oh,
if the due date is long, I just take like a day, just about 2 hour or 3 hour to do assignment.
oh, so like you are saying that if the deadline is near, so does it mean like you only do an assignment in a day without playing your phone or surfing the internet?
Yes, if the due date is really near, so I will not think phone at all.
All right. So the next question is, do you think that last minute study can lead a student to get lower grades in exam or tests?
Oh, I think that it is depends on the student actually. If the students focus in the classes, even if he study for last minute, he also can score in the exam. This is depend on the students actually. For me lah.
Oh, uh, does it mean that if a student get high score, uh, even though they are procrastinate, does it mean like they are genius, or you know?
Maybe some sort like that, but I think it's more to the how they actually how they actually understand the topics, which is
Ah,
it doesn't matter if they do it early or do it last minute, but if they really understand the topic, they can perform. So that's from my point of view lah.
all right, can understand. So next question is, in your opinion, why does a student like to delay their work, especially when it comes to the assignment?
So based on my opinion, because I'm a student too, I think first of all is maybe we have a lot of assignments.
Yeah.
So when we have a lot of assignments, it feels like we don't have any motivation to do the assignments because it
Hmm.
is too much. So that's why we tend to delay our assignment and then we do it last minute. That's in my opinion.
All right. So next questions, do you believe your procrastination with assignment can prevent you from completing your education and affects the grades later? Give a reason.
Uh, I believe that procrastinate can prevent me from completing my educations. But uh, I also believe that if you procrastinate but you still can do the assignment before the due date, it doesn't matter. Which means
Um,
that it's bring no problem. But maybe it will affect the grades because usually if you do things if you do things really quick, you tend to neglect any small any minor errors. So that when, for example, if you are doing an assignment and it is a last minute doing, so we tend to neglect the grammars, the
mm,
comprehension, the sentence. So that's why it can affect the grade. But I think it will not affect it. But I think it doesn't affect it to it doesn't affect me from completing my studies.
mm. So does it mean like is it okay to procrastinate, but on how you depend, it's depend on how you handle the assignments, right?
Yes, it depends on how you do your assignments.
Oh, okay. So next question is, do you believe that some of the students who procrastinate actually can get a better result? What is your opinion?
Uh, for my in my opinion, I think that usually students also can get good result with procrastinate because actually for me, if a student do a last minute work, it means that in the earlier time, he or she was actually trying to have a view about the assignment itself. For example, we take uh, assignment where a person need to do an essay. So maybe for the few for the first time, he or she will think about the topic, think about the points that he will write on the assignment, on the essay. So on the last minute, on the last day, he will start doing the essay with the points that and with the points and the ideas that he collect from the first day until the last day. So I think that procrastinate also can get good results.
Oh, I see. So like are you saying that that kind of student it's not like they are completely procrastinate, it's just how they arrange their work,
Yes,
right?
it
Okay.
is because maybe these people like to do their work at last time, but before that they will prepare the topics, the points that they want to use. So that is not totally procrastinate lah for me.
All right. So for the next question is, how do you feel when someone in your group procrastinate on an assignment that you want to done soon?
for me, uh, maybe it is depend. Actually, for me, for this problem, it is depend on the communication itself.
Mm-hmm.
So for the first one is if we need to ask our group. For example, we need to ask our group if they want to do the assignment as soon as possible, or they can delay it for some times. So if they okay to delay it, so it doesn't have any problem lah to procrastinate the assignments. But if they want to do the assignment earlier, and we tend to procrastinate the assignment and burden them, so it is wrong for me.
Oh, so it's mean that
And I
the
feel like maybe
what?
I feel like maybe the person need and for me, if I were in the situations, I feel like these people we need to have face to face conversation with people and tell him or her what is wrong.
Oh, so it mean that communication and cooperation are very important in doing group work, right?
Yes.
All right. So for next question, do you think when it is good to procrastinate?
uh, for me, it is good to procrastinate if we have a lot of assignments to do, which is we have a lot of assignment to do, but we have different time to submit. So we can procrastinate the assignments that can be submit late, and we need to do assignment that need to be submit earlier. So I think that the time when we can do procrastinate lah.
All right. So for our last question for today is when it is really bad to procrastinate.
So for me, the bad timing for procrastinate is when you need to submit the assignment on that day, but still on that day you still paying phone and did not care about the assignment. So for me it is the bad time to procrastinate, because if you did not make time to make your assignments, maybe it will affect your grades and maybe you will not complete your studies. So I think that's for
All
me.
right. All right. So for the conclusion is it doesn't matter if a student procrastinate, but it depends on how you handle the situations and your work, right?
Yes, yes.
All right. So I think that's all for today. We have learned a lot about procrastination. So thank you, Wise, for
Thank,
let
thank you,
give me this
Asyraf.
chance to interview. All right. So see you next time. Stay safe. Bye.
Okay, stay safe. Bye.
And very good evening. Okay, my name is Nurul Syazwani Binti Hatta. Me and my friend have been doing a research regarding a topic procrastination affect KPM assessment. So before we start our interview, I would like to I would like you to introduce yourself first.
My name is Aisha. I am a degree student from.
Okay, so we proceed with our first question. Do you think that a last minute study can lead a student to get low grade in exam or test, and why?
Um, I think last minute study. Okay. For this matter, I think it depends on the certain people, because for some people, um, study is not really, it's not really hard for them, and they actually learning the subject that they don't really know before from the class. So I think it depends on the people. some people they might feel that studying early is good because they need to absorb all the information. But for some people, they are good during class and they pick up all of the information being given by the lecturer during the class. So I think last minute study for this last minute study matter, it depends on the people.
Okay. So for the second question, what do you think the causes that influence you to procrastinate?
I think it's kind of apply for a lot of people. So I think, in my opinion, my main cause that made me procrastinate is because of the my habits of watching dramas and movies. So I think that those things are the reason because I always procrastinate. And other than that, it's because sometimes because the due of some assignments and work, the due are like 2 weeks and 2 months. So sometimes I feel like I can do those assignments in just 2 days. So I think that's the main reasons why I procrastinate.
Okay. So okay. For example, how do you feel when some assignment that need to be happen soon?
Pardon?
What do you feel when someone in your group an assignment that you want to be done soon?
Oh, so um, I think again this is depends on the people. For some people, they cannot do the work early, and for some reasons they don't get inspired or idea to do those assignments, and it takes them like those due date kind of the pressure to make them do their works and somehow make the ideas come. So I think, in my opinion, I don't really mind people procrastinate or submit the assignment a bit late, as long as those persons are the people, those people that need that cannot do the work last minute, and they can actually do those work and submit it early. So I think it again depends on the people.
Okay. So what do you think the time for no 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 when when it is really bad to procrastinate? For like maybe you know that you need to submit the assignment tomorrow, you want to procrastinate. Is considered as a bad time to procrastinate?
So the question is a bad time to procrastinate. Okay. I think the bad time for procrastinate is um, when you have maybe exam or uh, exam to you know when you have exam the other day, because okay, maybe you think that you have absorbed all of the information and you already know things that might be questioned during the test or the exam, but sometimes um, we might like didn't really see or remember those information. So I think it's bad to procrastinate a day or a day before the test or exam, because we need to, although we already master all the topics from certain subjects, sometimes we might forgot to look on the certain information, and the overconfidence might actually make us uh, make us forgot to see and read the books again to make sure that we actually have learned and already understand all of the things being taught during class.
Do you believe that some of students who procrastinate actually can get a better result? What is your opinion?
Oh, For this question, I think I agree with this statement. Some students they need to procrastinate because, like I said, for some people they cannot do the work early and they need some the pressure such as like the due date. So somehow during that time, idea comes into their mind. So I think some students who procrastinate actually can get a better result.
Okay. Just now we talk about the bad time to do a procrastinate. So for this question, when is it good to procrastinate? What is a good time for procrastinate?
Oh, for this question, the good time to procrastinate. Okay, the word procrastinate itself, it means that it's not really a good thing. So I think for this question, the good time for procrastinate, maybe this the 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 good time to procrastinate is when you are not healthy or you are somehow sick. So although like you have some work to do, but that by procrastinate actually it can help you to rest. So during maybe during you are not doing well or ill at that time. So I think when you are sick, so it's actually a
Okay, so for the next question, how long do you spend time finishing your assignment in a day?
um for assignments it actually depends on those subjects for and assignments itself. For some assignments in certain subjects, um, those assignments cannot be done in just one day, and it takes like a lot of steps such as the survey and those stuff. So I think it depends on the subjects and assignments. If the assignments are like reviewing the simple articles or just simply like paraphrase those words or make an essay like we did in semester one based on the questions. So I think those kind of assignments can be done in only like one day. So yeah, it depends on the assignments from those subjects.
Okay, so, in your opinion, why does a student like to delay their work when it's come to assignment?
Oh, so I think why students they like to procrastinate is because maybe they cannot really manage their time, and sometimes they overconfidence. They feel like the assignments need to be done are simple, and we just like somehow have to do the research from the internet and look out for those few websites, and then we can just copy and then those works. Uh, I think that's actually one of the reasons why they like to procrastinate. They think the assignments are easy, and because the lecturer said that it, the pages for the assignments it should like it don't have to be a lot of pages. You can just do it like 3 pages. So I think that's the reason why they like to procrastinate because they think that the assignments is easy are easy.
Okay, so this is our last question. Do you believe your procrastination with assignment can prevent you from completing your education and affect your grade? So give a reason for your answer. You hear me?
Pardon? Can you repeat
Hmm?
the question again?
Okay. Do you believe your procrastination with assignment can prevent you from completing your education and affect your grades later? Give a reason for your.
Okay. For this matter, um, personally, I am not someone that can do work at last minute. So I think if I do procrastination and do not do my assignments early, it will affect my grades because um, the quality of the assignment, since I have to do it like last minute, and I only have few more like maybe hours or days to do the works that pile up. So I think it will affect my grades. However, if those people are like the people that I mentioned, those people that can procrastinate and they need the pressure of the due date to generate the idea. So for these people, I think it's not really a problem, and I do think that these kind of things do not influence their grades. However, if it if it's being applied to me, I think procrastination is something that can damage my grades and pointer.
Okay, so I already have all the answer for the question. So I would like to thank you for you, Madiha, for consideration. So yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, my name is Aqilah Binti Mohd Zameri and I am from the EC60. May you introduce yourself?
Waalaikumsalam. My name is Aqilah. I'm from Binti.
Okay, I have a few questions regarding procrastination affects KPMSI students' academic performance.
Yes.
The first question, what are the causes that influence you to procrastinate?
The reason why we procrastinate because like the assignment is far away from the date that the assignment will be given, so we tend to like what this.
Okay, for the second question, what did you do when you procrastinate?
Usually I just do like usual thing like study like basic study like or the other subject and just play with my phone, sleeping like.
Okay, for the third question, how long do you spend time finishing your assignment in a day?
Usually I spend like 1 to 2 hours a day to do my assignment, and sometimes I can like finish my assignment in just 6 hours.
Okay. Do you think that a last minute study can lead a student to get low grades in exam or test? Why?
It depends on because some people have ability to study last minute and they can do it, and other people like opposite of them because they can't study last minute because the subject they can't understand the subject.
Okay. In your opinion, why does a student like to delay their works, especially when it comes to the assignment?
Like I think the did stuff and we're just not focusing on the assignment and just do the another assignment like is near that time and not focusing on that.
Okay. For the question number 6, do you believe your procrastination with assignment can prevent you from completing your education and affects the grade later? Give a reason to your answer.
It can affect the student because when we like procrastinate our assignment, our work, our task, we will like not giving the 100% for the assignment. We get low grade on the subject.
Okay. Do you believe that some of the students who procrastinate actually can get better result? What is your opinion?
I think no, because when we they like procrastinate delay the work, they not give the 100% what we call effort to the assignment, and the assignment will not be the good in good quality because we're not giving 100% to them.
Okay. How do you feel when someone in your group procrastinate on assignment that you want done soon?
I think that it's difference because other member do their work and give 100% to the assignment, just give their best, and that one person not doing the job, and this will affect the group, and our assignment will like have grade.
Okay. When it is good to procrastinate?
The good time to procrastinate is like the earlier, like just a few days after the assignment be given to us. That's still a good time to procrastinate.
Okay. The last one. When it is really bad to procrastinate?
The really bad time to procrastinate like a few days before the deadline, because we have to like check back the assignment if there are any error in them, and just edit the assignment. We can't procrastinate at all that time because we must make sure the assignment is good before we send it.
Okay. Thank you for your interview and your time. Stay safe during PKP. And thank you for today. Thank you.